Guys, how are you doing? Let me kind of switch it off a bit. So, I am going to go over Azure. I think that's how it's supposed to pronounce. I don't know. It is 24 gold, firming peel off mask. It actually helps with lifting, illuminating, and revitalizing. With real gold, I don't believe that it has any real gold in it. I just feel like every time there's anything that has to do with 24K gold, that is fake and it's not real gold in there. Unless if it's something that is extremely expensive. Yeah, I think maybe there's a possibility that it does have real gold in it, but in this case, I highly doubt that it has real gold in this. But however, well, let me not say however. Let me start with this. I did buy this from Marshalls for $5, 4.99. It is a luxurious peel off. Yeah, if it's luxurious, it's for less price because they're saying luxurious because they're claiming that it's real gold, but I highly doubt it. Peel off mask contains 24K gold, which helps lift firm skin's appearance while adding a healthy glow. It deeply, I kind of used it, and then doing my review on this, so my bad. This consists to remove all dirt, dead skin cells and impurities. Um, m- Mask peels off to reveal smoother, rejuvenated, and more radiant glow. Direction is just basically to apply a generous, even layer to skin, thoroughly covering entire face, avoiding eyebrows and hairline. Obviously, leave for 20 uh leave it for 20 minutes or completely dried. Don't listen to 20 minutes parts because I put it on twice already, and you have to let it completely dry. And there will be like one, two tiny, not tiny, like a small areas where it will not be completely dry within 20 minutes, but most of it will be. So just let it sit for more than 20 minutes. Gently peel off from the edges and use warm water to remove any residues. Now I'm gonna add a little bit of extra in there for you guys to help um boost it, boost what we're doing to help your skin. So obviously avoid eye contact, your hairline, your eyebrows. If you're a man, please avoid contact with your beard, please, because obviously if it's telling you to avoid eyelashes, eyebrows, hairline, then your beard is not any different, so it's still hair. Um now if you go into the ingredients, the majority of the product is really water. It has some kind of alcohol in there, obviously like two different alcohols, and which is why I wouldn't recommend to use this like 2 3 times a week. I would rather say like once a week should be fine, I guess. They're claiming gold and aroma are the least amount of product in there. How would you know is that water is the number one product? That means it's the most, and anything at the end meaning is least. So the product basically the ingredients go from most to least. So gold is least, so there you have it. So it's 95% natural. That means there is some not natural products in there, and I'm gonna zoom as gold. Just saying, 100% vegan, and is cruelty free international. Clean beauty, no harmful ingredients. Aroma. Okay, I still have some of my nails. Why? Jeez, I even washed my hands. Wow. Okay, I'm actually gonna get back to that as to getting it off, and that is gonna be one of my points. For you guys. So, just in case if you want to see their Facebook, Pinterest, and Instagram, it is Azure Skincare underscore official, distributed by Transformers LLC. And that is their website, azureskincare.com. Like I said, I actually bought it from Marshalls. So, now, let's get this off the bat. Now, I don't recommend doing extremely thick layer, but do like a decent layer. Now, if there's like a blob on there, like, please just smooth it out. It will make your life easier when peeling it off because that blob will not be dry then, which most likely means the one that is actually touching your skin will not be dry. That being said, it will actually take a lot longer than to dry than it should. So just kind of like flatten it out, smooth it out, make sure everything is, obviously it will not be 100% even. Just make sure it's as even as possible, but not like blobs around, like just a random dot around your face. Um, Now, just to let you know how my face is, it is somewhat dry. It does need moisturizing. Um, I the only part I have like a wrinkle. It's not even, I don't know if I should call it a wrinkle, but there's like one line that just goes across my neck. Um, Other than that, I don't really have any wrinkles. Like it's a typical thing that when you kind of like scrunch your forehead or whatever you call it, you just get those random deep lines. Other than that, I don't really have that wrinkles per se. I know that I need to keep my skin pretty updated with a skincare routine, just to make sure that I don't go crazy with the aging process. Even though it's part of life, you do age. But if you want to age nicely, still aging, have good skincare routine. If you're feeling like you want to go like those celebrities, I know I'm kind of going off topic, but it's still part of skincare. Um, if you want to look like celebrities, one thing is that you have to keep in mind is lighting. Other thing is that there is some kind of like touch ups on the photograph on the pictures to make your skin look smooth. Is also like posing, like I said, lighting, makeup to a certain extent, because makeup for the can't cover up like deep lines. Um, there was something else. They have like Botox, lip fillers, stuff like that, implants. So their skin will obviously will look a lot different in pictures. They will obviously smooth out acne, pimples, anything like that. So just keep that in mind. And the reason why I was saying it is because it does mention lifting, eliminating, and stuff like that. Now it doesn't mention if you need to clean your face um in the direction. It just says just to put it on your skin, on your face. So what I would recommend is obviously wash your face off first. And then toner is really up to you, if you want to use a toner right after, but I did. You don't have to, is an option. It's just an extra dose of cleaning off your skin. I know you'll be looking at this and be like, oh yeah, but it cleans out your pores and everything. Like it, it it is supposed to deep cleanse to remove all dirt, dead skin cells, and impurities. But you're kind of helping out your skin, like anything on the top layer of your skin that you got during the day. This will help digging deeper. Like you're just washing off any basic line of dirt or anything that may be on the surface of your skin. You should be just doing that in general with with any face mask, whether that's a peel off mask or anything like similar texture to that. It may not be a peel off, or even the face sheets that you get, um the face sheets. Um, so this will help clean out the pores even deeper inside your skin, whether that's blackhead, whatever the case is. Now I put this on my face. I kind of had a tingling feeling, mainly around my nose area. The first time I put it, it was kind of like on like my upper cheek area, like below my eyes. Um, Now I am assuming that's where the most of the cleansing and stuff was done, like the impurities. Especially since I don't really want to say breakouts, but I randomly was having this a rough skin, like around that area, and then on my, like under my eyes, under my cheeks, like upper cheek area. And then I have like black. I normally have blackheads around my nose, on my nose, I should say. So hence why I'm assuming that's why I kind of felt had that cold tingling feeling around there. Um, and I do see as of today, like my second round, that is kind of lessened down a bit. Obviously, I wouldn't give us the face mask 100%. Um, I want to give this 100% credit to the face mask. Obviously, I'm doing skincare, washing my face and everything, and I didn't have like crazy breakout. I just don't know why I had that rough skincare because I haven't really changed much except for the moisturizer that I was using, and that just didn't really help with the dryness of my skin. Other than that, I didn't really have any difference, and it's probably because of the different face masks I'm using. I don't know. Um, but that kind of helped out settle it down a bit. I do normally notice that once in a blue moon, if I'm wearing too much makeup or I'm not really taking care of my skin and stuff like that, that's when I do see rough skin on that area, like the cheeks area, the upper cheek area. But this is the first time with like where I'm going crazy with not crazy with the skincare, but I'm taking good care of my skin. I just saw it, so it kind of helped down a bit, but it's not really as noticeable. It's just then when I kind of touch it and look really directly into the mirror, like kind of analyzing my skin. So it kind of did the part. It does feel like my skin is like lifted. So it's when it says lifted, I'm assuming that it just kind of like firms my skin a little bit. So it does feel like that illuminating. It just feels like illuminating. Um, then obviously after I remove it, you don't want to leave your skin like that because your skin it will feel somewhat dry. If your skin is oily, obviously you may feel slightly different with your skin texture, I'm assuming. But you obviously have to make sure that you follow with the steps of with the serum and moisturizer. I Since for me it is 9:10 right now, it is like 9:18. So obviously I will be doing a nighttime skincare routine. So I use my serum that I normally would use in the morning and the afternoon, and then use the nighttime moisturizer that I would use. Vanish, I think that's how it's pronounced, but I did my review of on it already, which you can see like 2-3 videos down, I believe. I have to double check that just in case, but you want to make sure that you do the aftermath of it. So I personally would recommend using it. My skin is somewhat dry, like I mentioned, and it's kind of sensitive. No acne. Um, so it didn't really tell me if it's for any skin type. I so what would happen is that if you do decide to buy this, is to test patch it around your neck area first instead of using it somewhere on your face as a test patch. Um, then if it works out, it doesn't really give you any issues, then go ahead and apply on your face. Um, and you can go under your chin as well, and it will be helpful. Just make like I always mention in every videos, everybody's skin and hair is different. So if it works for me, it may not necessarily work for you, and if vice versa. If something works for you, it may not necessarily work for me. So not normally when you're getting some kind of mixed reviews, like oh it didn't work for me because I broke out or I got a allergic reaction or whatever, just keep in mind that everybody's different. Now if it's somewhere where like 8 out of 10 reviews. I know that like you want to look more than 10 reviews, but this is just an example. If you're seeing 8 out of 10 reviews that is negative and only two positive, then yeah, you want to feel a bit sketchy. But if it's more like 6 good reviews, 4 bad reviews, there's a possibility that it's just more of like a skin, like a person's skin issue, and that, like I said, everybody's skin is slightly different. So for me, it did work out. I didn't really have any negative reaction to it using both times. If you feel any cold sensation around certain areas, just it is basically doing the work because with the where I was feeling that cold sensation is basically where I believed that I needed the most, if the deep cleansing part, like the pores part, that did work. And then other than that, the oral face, like I felt the whole lifting, illuminating part basically. So I would personally recommend it, but again, like I said, everybody's skin is different, so you just have to keep that in mind. um so yeah, other than that, I'll be linking both my Instagram pages down below. Make sure to follow them, hit the subscribe button, the bell button, and I'll be back for more. Stay safe and stay tuned, guys.